Hundreds of schools in Scotland will be closed as support staff begin a 3-day strike in 24 of the country's 32 councils. Thousands of pupils have been told to stay at home as members of the union Unison walk out in their row over pay. A renewed offer from Cosla and last-minute talks over the weekend failed to halt action from the union with the largest representation. Unite and GMB have suspended strike plans while members are consulted. Which Scottish schools are closing during strikes? The impact of the strike will vary significantly across the 24 areas where Unison is striking, with all primary and secondary schools in Edinburgh closed, while in Glasgow 29 secondaries will remain open to S4, 5 and 6 students. In Aberdeenshire, 39 schools are closed and 21 are partially closed. The council said 66 early learning centres and nurseries were also shut. The dispute is over a pay offer for non-teaching staff including janitors, canteen workers, classroom assistants, cleaners, admin staff, and nursery staff. A deadline was set for Wednesday last week for local authority body Cosla to make an improved pay offer. This was extended while it sought money from the Deputy First Minister. The Scottish Government then freed up £80 million in ring-fenced funding to enable a new deal, which included a rise of about £2,000 a year for the lowest paid. He said, "It's unclear exactly what the in-year value of the new offer is. We've had 2 pieces of correspondence, one from the Scottish Government and one from Cosla, and they conflict with each other. Neither can explain exactly where this money is coming from, and we don't want it to come from more cuts to jobs and services." GMB Scotland said the offer was not perfect but a clear improvement and moved to suspend strikes, along with Unite. Members of those unions were now faced with the prospect of having to cross Unison picket lines. Just hours before the strikes were due to start, First Minister Humza Yousaf urged Unison to suspend its strike action and to put the improved pay offer to members to vote on. Mr. Yousaf said, "We have been engaged with Cosla right throughout this process and insisted flexibility had been given to provide extra funds. The Scottish Government was urged to work flat out to avert strikes by the Scottish Tories. The new offer represents a minimum wage increase of £2,006 for those on the Scottish Government's living wage and a minimum increase of £1,929 for workers who are earning above the living wage. The living wage of £10.85 will rise to £11.89 under the new offer, equivalent to a 9.6% increase. Asked if the Scottish Government could have done more to prevent school strikes, Mr. Yousaf said, "These are negotiations obviously for Cosla, but we have been engaged with Cosla right throughout this process, providing additional funding, additional flexibility so more funding can be made available. But it is for Cosla to lead these negotiations. It is a very good offer, that is why a couple of unions of course have suspended strike action and will now consult members. There's government involvement, government funding. It is a very good offer and I would urge Unison, who I understand continue to have concerns, to follow the other trade unions, suspend strike action and do a consultation with their members." The First Minister added, "I have got tremendous respect for Unison.